Okay, so we've talked about a lot of things at this point. We've got our stuff set up on Bluehost, on WordPress, and I've given you some insider tips on the best plugins and other resources to use to make your website look fucking awesome. But it doesn't matter how awesome your website looks if nobody sees it. At the end of the day, we have a saying in this niche that traffic is everything, and it is 100% true. If you don't have traffic, you don't have shit. That's why I'm going to talk to you now about my favorite thing in the world, SEO. What is SEO, you might be asking? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. And in a nutshell, it means doing the tips, tricks, and hacks to get on the top of Google rankings. So for instance, if you wanted to start a blog about teaching people Cantonese, right? That's the local language of Hong Kong. Your goal would be to get on the top of Google for Cantonese keywords, such as, what is Cantonese? How do I learn Cantonese? Best way to learn Cantonese? Cantonese online instructor, so on and so on. And then if you get ranking for those keywords, traffic starts coming to your website. Now don't get me wrong, SEO is not the only way to get traffic. It's just the best way. There's other ways. You can use social media like Instagram or Facebook to push traffic to your website. You can use YouTube. You can use paid ads on Google. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities out there, but SEO is far and away the best. And this is for a few very important reasons. The first of which is that SEO is the gift that keeps on giving. When you're at the top, it's easy to maintain that position and the traffic keeps coming to you. The second reason is that you're not putting ads in front of people. People are coming to you with questions. If I'm on Facebook and you have an ad for your Cantonese blog, learn Cantonese, I'm like, leave me alone. I'm trying to, see what's going on my uncle's feed. With SEO though, I'm going to my computer. I'm using my fingers to type in, how do I learn Cantonese? And I'm going looking for answers to my questions. That's the absolute best part about search engine optimization. The other thing is that it can be really cheap. SEO can be free. Obviously, with any business in the world, the more capital and the more money you put into it, typically the greater the rewards will be, but that is not to be said that SEO cannot be done 100% free. Now I'm going to give you a quick little crash course on what SEO exactly is and how SEOs like myself do what we do. SEO can be broken down into three parts. Number one is keyword research, number two is on-page SEO, and number three is off-page SEO. Let's start with keyword research. So like we said, maybe you want to start that blog that is how to learn Cantonese, okay? How to learn Cantonese and Cantonese online tutor are two very different keywords. They're two different things. How to learn Cantonese might have 500 people a month searching for it. Cantonese tutor might have 1,000 people a month searching for it. So they are related in terms of the context of the topic, but the keywords are different. So that's what keyword research gives us, the insight to see how much volume a keyword research has and whether or not we can rank for it. Now we do that in a couple of ways. One way is we'll use some free software like Keywords Everywhere, a tool that I'll bring up to you later. And we can say, okay, what's the worldwide volume for this keyword? Boom, we know 210 people a month are searching for it. It gives us a competitor analysis, so on and so on. So that's an example of a free one. But let's say we want to take it even a step further. We'll use this software called Ahrefs, which will give us even more insight into what we need to know about this keyword. And that insight will tell us how long our content needs to be, how many backlinks we need to have to it. It really sets the entire thing up. Keyword research is my favorite part of SEO. I don't even touch backlinks, to be honest. That's part 3. Part 2 I do very well as well, but my favorite part of SEO is keyword research. It's the entire strategizing to kind of figure out what your strategy is going to be. After keyword research, we go to, oh, by the way, if you're looking for a guide on keyword research, we have one on Ditch Your Desk. It is very humbly called the best fucking guide to keyword research ever written. And I stand by it. It's about 12,000 words, I think. How many words is this? It's a big one, but it breaks down keyword research, almost 12,000 words, yeah. So it breaks down keyword research in a way that is easy to digest and super thorough. So I highly recommend checking that out. The next part of SEO, so number 1 is keyword research. Number 2 is on-page SEO. And this basically refers to looking at the things that Google likes to rank. So for instance, we don't know what Google's algorithm is. And honestly, it changes every second. It's super intelligent. It does its own thing. We don't really know what Google deems most important, but we can guess. And we can make very educated guesses. And we've learned a lot of things about what works on the actual page. So what we refer to as the actual blog post. So things like this. Making the first paragraph catchy and relevant. This will significantly lower your bounce rate. That means that less people are likely to leave the site because Google sees, all right, if you have the number 1 result and the number 2 result, and Google sees, okay, the average person goes on the number 1 result for 30 seconds and the number 2 result for 20 minutes, that's going to be a sign to Google that the number 2 result is a higher quality resource than the number 1 result, and it might flip them. So keeping people engaged by having a good first paragraph is important. SEO-friendly URLs, ensuring that the article length is a certain length, ensuring that the keyword density. So if our keyword is, Cantonese tutor, not to have that in the article 200 times because it looks very spammy to Google, like we're trying to manipulate the algorithm. Ensuring that we compress our images, that we have descriptions for images. So there's an entire checklist that we have available on Ditch Your Desk. This will all be linked at the bottom. This is ditchyourdesk.com, What is SEO? This is written by Will. It's an amazing article really explaining how SEO works, and this on-page checklist pretty much so runs through every last thing that we personally use on all of our SEO. Check that out. Finally, the third aspect is building backlinks. And building backlinks refers to other links linking to your site. So if you have the site learncantonesewithjudy.com and there's another website called learncantonesewithdan.com, and that's a really popular website for learning Cantonese. If Dan gives Judy a backlink, Google sees that and they say, oh, interesting, Dan. It's a system of communication. It's kind of like a voting system. It's a vote of confidence. Google takes backlinks very seriously. A site, let's say we have 2 sites that have the same amount of quality content. Site A and Site B. Same thing, great sites. Google's like, yeah, they're both really good. But let's say Site A has 10 backlinks and Site B has 10,000 backlinks. Site B is going to destroy SEO compared to Site A because it has all that additional votes that Google says that proves to me that you are a valuable resource, and that's what links do. Building backlinks can be super difficult or super easy. It just depends on how you tackle it. Fortunately for you, if you check out on Ditch Your Desk, we have the Building Backlinks 101, which really breaks down everything you need to know about building backlinks to ensure that you have a backlink building campaign that is sustainable and that is focusing on the right types of backlinks. So really check out this article because there is tons and tons of great bits of information there. And that's basically what SEO is. If you just think of it in those 3 simple terms, it's not going to be super overwhelming because some people get very overwhelmed by the concept of SEO. Like, oh my God, there's all this stuff I have to think about. Breathe. Keyword research, on-page SEO, off-page SEO. And I'm, in the next video, going to recommend some tools to you to make the entire process simpler and cool runnings.